Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome to the wonderful world of Off-Road Drive. I picked this up during the Steam sales and thought I'd give it a review. Now, I've played the vast majority of it in under 5 hours. I'm doing things a bit differently in this review, and you have to tell me if it's crap or not. So, let's look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good! Okay, game's fairly decent looking. Given the day and age we live in, that's no big thing now. Yeah, some of the races are fun. That's about the best I got. It doesn't look like shite. Some of the races are fun. Well, some of the tracks are quite varied. Some are kind of muddy. There's a few like decent high-speed runs around a lap track, and there's some proper rock crawly bits. Yeah, that's about all I can think of. The bad. Generally, the bad things are you can get through most of the races by locking all the diffs and then sticking the car in low gear and letting all the tyre pressure down, and you'll get over pretty much everything. Unless it's one of the few high-speed tracks, in which case you want a car that does decent handling. If you just max out your car's off-road ability, you will win pretty much every race. Apart from a few really light cars which then flip over, which is very, very annoying. Yeah, apart from that, it's not that bad. The ugly! Oh man, this game has some core ugly-ass problems. It has this horrible habit of respawning you in places that will flip your car back over or you'll be stuck in. The controls are utter garbage. I've been using a 360 pad, and half the controls are bound to the pad and the rest are on the keyboard, and some split in between. This is a terrible design choice. You've got loads of buttons on a 360 pad and they don't even use that many of them. One of the worst is the gearbox shifting is on the D-pad, and you're steering with the left analog stick. It's quite hard to steer and shift gear at the same time. Apart from that, it's the few things I mentioned before. It's far too easy. Yeah, pretty much it. Controls are garbage. It respawns you in crappy positions. You can win every race is doing pretty much the exact same thing. In conclusion, this game is way too expensive for what it is. I think it's 30 quid full price. I got it for 15. I don't feel too gypped out of my 15. A little, but not too much. You see, I was more expecting something along the lines of Microsoft Flight Simulator of the off-road world. I've watched proper off-roading. Here, have a look at this. And if you just want video games, have a look at this. Proper off-roading is nice, it's slow, it's methodical. Yeah, there are times when you could just floor it and fly up anything, but that's not how you should do it every single time. That's my problem with this game. It doesn't fit with the idea of off-roading that I had. There are a few parts where you do really have to be careful going up a hill and really take it slow, but most of the times you can just floor into it. Or, you can drive the car that I call Pepe, my little mule! It's quite a hilarious little car. That's pretty much all my problems with it. I think I'd give this game about 6 out of 10. It's not bad, it's not good. There are parts of it that could be greatly improved. I mean, there's a few examples for if any of the production team ever watched this video, even though they probably wouldn't. Better damage modelling. If I crash my car into a cliff, I want something to screw up, not just aesthetically. A multiplayer mode where we can all sort of just drive around a large area and up a cliff. This game is built in the Unreal Tournament engine. It can't be that hard considering the size of Onslaught maps in Unreal Tournament. Better controls. Please sort the controls. They're such garbage. And maybe some more customization. Possibly give us the opportunity to paint the car any colour we want, rather than just picking between two skins. Okay, that's a very minor thing. Between £10 and £15, this game's a pretty decent deal if you want to try a nice little off-roading game. If not, just go in Gmod, or just get Rig of Rods. It's a free game, it's quite immersive, it's really quite detailed, and I could never get the fucking thing to work. So yeah, that was Off-Road Drive. As always, I'm Big Adam, and I do crap reviews. Now I've got to edit all this audio down. You bastard! I was right at the end of my review. Why'd you have to go off now?